The president has the existing authority under the statutes, and he ought to use it. He could suspend all entries into the country if he deems it to be in the nation's interest. That's exactly what the statute says.
So amazing. Everyone, please welcome to the show, Ty Smith.
What is really your Pokeos and Pokeramas? I'm Ty Smith, Model Renaissance Man. Welcome to my channel, Model Renaissance Man. If you are someone that's been subscribed to my channel for a long time, double check to make sure that you are. But if you are fairly new to the channel, get an idea of what this channel is about. What do? Go to my channel, click on playlist. All these different things I do on this channel. See all these different thumbnails? Those are all different categories of things that I do on this channel, from comedy to cooking to DIY when it comes to fixing cars. There's a lot of things I do on this channel. So check the channel out in its entirety before you subscribe. I'm pretty sure you'll find something on here that you like. What's going on, good people? Hopefully you guys are out there all doing well. Make sure you do everything I told you to do at the beginning of this video. If you'd like to support the channel financially, $1 a month, $12 a year, go right up there to patreon.com. Make sure you follow me over here, and right here. I'm also on Twitter as The Real Ty Smith, and I have another YouTube channel called Man, Husband, Father. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so it's going to be a little bit of something that y'all going to watch here, and I'm glad that I'm able to actually break this open, because a lot of people had questions about this current bill that's going on, that they're all trying to come together on in a bipartisan way in order to take up arms together, United Democrats and Republicans, to address the border issue. They want to finally come together and secure the border of Ukraine, that is, and of, Israel, Gaza Strip, also Taiwan, not America. I mean, America, but everybody else, them is it talking about? No. Now that y'all seen that clip that I showed you in the beginning, don't it make you wonder, like, well, then why won't he do it? Why is it that they're making it seem like Joe Biden said, I need, come on, man. I need to have Congress all come together and carry out that church that you're not for. What am I talking about? Ty, what are you going on about all this? Well, you know what? These people who have way bigger brains than I do when it comes to politics, like, for example, the guy you're getting ready to hear, the Speaker of the House. Maybe they can break it down better to you and help you understand it, all right? Check this out.
Joining us now, I'm delighted he's with us, the Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson. Mr. Speaker, thank you so much for being here. Now, you've said that this bill is dead on arrival in the House. Here's how Senator Langford reacted to your comments on Fox and Friends. Watch.
Unfortunate that he would step out and be able to say that right away before, obviously, he had a chance to be able to read it as well and to be able to go through it. Now we've got to actually determine, are we going to just complain about things, or are we going to actually address and to change as many things as we can?
Mr. Speaker, you know nothing about what's in the bill 12 hours or 15 hours after it passed.
We did read through it, Laura, and it did not take long to realize that this is dead on arrival. There's no way we could bring this through the House. The Senate expects us to pass a bill, a piece of legislation that you just did a great job dismantling here. What it would do is actually further incentivize illegal immigration. It would not resolve any of the problems, not reform in any meaningful way the broken asylum system, the broken parole process, and all the things that have created this catastrophe. And by the way, meanwhile, it further empowers the very cabinet secretary who designed and created this mess. They don't follow federal law. Why would we do this anyway? But the bill itself would actually do more harm than good, and that's why we've said it's a non-starter over here in the House.
Senator Schumer, you're very popular these days, so he also had a message for you. Watch.
I say to Speaker Johnson, don't let the 30 hard-right people in the House who are extreme, they wanted us to default, they wanted the government not to pay its debts, they wanted us, the government to shut down. They're extremists, and they're running your show. Do the right thing.
Do the right thing. Because it's good to give waiver discretion to Biden and Mayorkas so they can just waive the emergency anytime they feel like it.
Here's my message to Senator Schumer. The American people are running the show here. We're the representatives of our constituents. The American people are on our side. They recognize this catastrophe has been disastrous for the country. Every state is a border state, and everybody knows it. I've been traveling the country, Laura, since I became Speaker of the House. I've been in 15 different states doing events. It doesn't matter whether I'm out west, in the Midwest, on Long Island, the Deep South, South Florida. The message is the same. It's the #1 issue on the hearts and minds of the American people. We have to solve this crisis. And I'm going to make this point again, because Senator Schumer isn't listening, apparently. The President of the United States has the authority right now to fix this crisis. He has broad executive authority under the federal statutes, and Chuck Schumer knows it, and President Biden knows it, and they refuse to use that. They could stop this. They could stop the flow immediately, but they don't want to, Laura, and I think you alluded to a few moments ago exactly why that is.
Mr. Speaker, Axios reported that if the Senate manages to pass this sweeping national security package and the House passes the Israel-only bill, they could head to what is called a conference committee in an attempt to reconcile the differences, according to one House Republican. And that translation here for people watching is that McConnell could try to get his open borders measure through a conference committee. How will you prevent that maneuver from happening?
We're going to use every tool in our arsenal to ensure that that does not happen. And by the way, in the last half hour, President Biden came out and said that he would actually veto the legislation, the clean funding bill, to help our ally Israel at its time of greatest need. Israel is at war. They're fighting for their very existence. And the president has our troops in harm's way now because of the deterrence effort against Iran. And he is suggesting that he would not send the funding to abandon our ally right now. That is outrageous. I mean, everybody who is watching this is scratching their heads wondering how in the world we've gotten into this situation. This president is projecting weakness on the world stage. He is not willing to fix the greatest crisis facing our country, which is the open border. And they're just shown a staggering level of leadership that I think the American people are going to let their voices heard at the lack of leadership. They're going to let their voices heard at the election cycle. That's why his polling is so low. The people see what's happening here.
Why do you think that Langford and Schumer and McConnell and all of them, why don't they go back to their hometowns and their states and have town halls on this, Mr. Speaker? What do you think the people would say? Go through the specifics, how many people would still be able to come in, the thresholds, the discretion, all of that, and let the people voice their opinions. Do you expect that to happen?
I can tell you what would happen in a town hall anywhere in the country right now. People know the numbers. The official number, of course, is over 7 million people who have been encountered at the border, over 2 million gotaways that are known, over 300 people on the terrorist watch list that have been allowed into the country or stopped there. But we don't know how many people have actually come over. We don't know what terrorist cells are set up around the country. Fentanyl is the leading cause of death.
But they say this solves that. But they say this solves that, Mr. Speaker. They want to sell this political message to try to undercut Trump and hurt you, that this is going to be solved or seriously ameliorated, the crisis, because of this. They all have to come through the ports of entry now and all the other provisions I went through. And your response?
Well, you've done a good job explaining the real details of what this actually would accomplish. And in our view, it's an immigration bill, not a border security bill. We have to secure that border. We have an obligation to do it. It's a moral obligation. It's a legal and constitutional obligation. And the White House has done this by design. They intentionally enacted these policies. Remember, we documented over 64 instances where the president himself and his agencies have used executive authority to create the current situation, to create the catastrophe. He could unwind those right now, the stroke of a pen. President Biden could fix this, but he does not want to do it. And I think there's going to be a price to pay at the election.
The Border Patrol Union has come out and said the bill is better than the status quo. Does that affect your thinking on this?
Well, I think it does have something to do with the pay structure that's in the bill. I understand that they're desperate for measures that will assist, okay? But look, we took 64 Republicans down to the Del Rio sector down at Eagle Pass in early January, and they told us from their own perspective there, it's as if we're administering an open fire hydrant. We don't need more buckets. We need to stop the flow. We know how to do that. The president has the existing authority under the statutes, and he ought to use it. He could suspend all entries into the country if he deems it to be in the nation's interest. That's exactly what the statute says. Section 212F of the Immigration and Nationality Act. Everybody should Google it and read it for themselves. The president claims he doesn't have that authority. Even though it's been used so many times over the last couple of decades by previous presidents, he pretends it doesn't exist. It's not an excuse that is palatable for the American people, and they're see right through this.
Mr. Speaker, are you going to be able to stop this bill?
We're going to do everything within our power. When I say it's dead on arrival, I mean dead on arrival. We're going to have to work this every other angle that we can and ensure that we're taking care of our responsibilities here. The House Republicans are dug in and ready to do that.
All right, Mr. Speaker, thank you very much.
See what I'm saying? There it is. I mean, is he lying? He even this. Let me tell you what I love about this: the fact that that man made a comment and he said, "Everybody can look this up. Go Google it yourself." See, when you don't have nothing to hide and you tell them the truth, you tell people things like that. That's what I do with my mentees all the time. Y'all don't believe me? Go look it up. Question is, why won't he do it? Money is the love, and I mean, I say money, the love of money is the root of all evil. These wars, all this stuff we getting involved in, y'all can say all day long, it's the press, we getting involved because we have to make sure we help Ukraine so we can protect ourselves. Ukraine is like another America bullcrap. Republicans and Democrats, whoever are the ones that are in support of going over here and doing this stuff with Ukraine, I mean, y'all. Boy, maybe I need to get a hold of my sister, Candace Owens, and have her go and investigate Republicans and Democrats who seem to have an interest in the Ukraine war and see what they're getting out of it. Nobody is just doing it for no reason. I mean, you're not just, I want to support Ukraine because it's the right thing to do. Somebody got their hands in something. There's some money laundering, embezzlement. There's some stuff going on, y'all. I'm just saying, I don't know exactly what it is, but it makes no sense, plain and simple. If Biden can right now, with the stroke of a pen, like I told y'all earlier, can end this and stop this at the southern border, but won't. What is the reasons why? Because it serves a purpose. And I agree with Elon Musk. They're using it because it's going to serve the Democratic purpose. Trying to get a lot of people to come over, treat them well, give them free stuff, give them free housing, give them free money. And most likely, it's the Lyndon B. Johnson playing all over again. Now he's going to be like, I'm going to have them brownies voting Democrat for the next 200 years. Because now they see the black folks kind of woke up to this stuff now. But the new ones coming in right now, they haven't. They don't care. Oh my God, Democrats are so good. They give us money. They give us food. They give us, they even allow us to go eat at the bodega. Come on now. Same as that game plan. I know I said it in my last video. But anyway, y'all, what do y'all think about all this? Does it make you even more pissed off that he can end it, but he just refuses to? But we all know it's not Joe Biden doing this. We know it's not Joe Biden. It's not him. It's the people that's behind him, the globalists, the people who have their agenda. Those families, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, them, the Gates, World Economic Forum, Schwab, whatever his name, Charles Schwab, those folks. It's all part of the plan, folks. But if you know this, and this is what their plan is, question is, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to do like what I'm doing? You going to speak up? Don't care about talking about your neighbors, because in the end, it's all going to affect us all if we let it happen. Let me know what y'all think of this by leaving the comments below. Do you believe that Joe Biden is completely out of pocket by not shutting down that border? Do you believe that we need to be over in Ukraine? Do you believe that we need to be supporting all these other places before we support our own selves? That should be an easy answer. Don't forget to hit that like button before y'all get out of here. Make sure you go on your phone, let people know about this channel. What I mean by that, go on your phone, look at your contact list. If there's somebody in your contact list that you have not told about this channel, please let them know, because we are growing and it's because of you guys, all right? I am Ty Smith, modern Renaissance man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing, and most of all, I pray every last one of you guys are in great health mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus. What's going on, everybody? So, hey, check this out. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to view these videos. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and also right here is where you can catch the next video, the latest video that I've done. But like right up here, this is stuff that I've done kind of in the past. So in this area, you might find a video that I've done in the past. It can be funny, it can be something serious, it does not matter. But this is something that you can also do to check out more material that I do in my channel, because I do a lot in this channel, all right? So again, appreciate everything from you guys. Keep on watching it, keep on supporting it, and God bless you all.